For many years, building performance calculations and real-world performance didn't always match perfectly. And in truth, buildings often got away with it. If insulation wasn't installed exactly as designed, if air leakage was slightly higher than expected, or if commissioning wasn't quite right, traditional heating systems could often compensate by simply burning more fuel. The building still felt warm, occupants rarely noticed. The only real consequence was a higher energy bill. That safety margin is disappearing. Heat pumps deliver their greatest efficiency when every part of the building performs as intended. That means the fabric, the ventilation strategy, the controls, the emitters, and the commissioning process all have to work together. If one element falls short, the entire system becomes less efficient. Instead of masking problems, the heating system now exposes them. That's one of the biggest cultural shifts introduced by the future building standard. Good engineering becomes visible, poor coordination becomes impossible to hide. Take thermal bridging as an example. A poorly detailed structural junction might appear insignificant on a drawing, but in reality, it creates a pathway for heat to escape the building. That increases heating demand, reduces heat pump efficiency, raises operating costs, and may ultimately affect compliance calculations. The smallest details increasingly have the biggest consequences. Air leakage tells a similar story. Small gaps around windows, surface penetrations, or poorly sealed interfaces may seem insignificant during construction, yet collectively they allow valuable heat to escape. The heating system works harder, electricity consumption increases, occupant comfort decreases. What once looked like a minor construction defect can now have measurable operational consequences. Even a perfectly designed building can underperform if it's not commissioned correctly. Balancing flow rates, adjusting control strategies, setting weather compensation, verifying ventilation performance. These are no longer final commissioning tasks that happen quietly before handover. They're essential parts of delivering the performance the design promised. The gap between design intent and operational reality has never been more important. These changes are reflected in the compliance tools themselves. Whether you're working with SAP 10.3 today or preparing for the home energy model, the direction of travel is clear. The software increasingly rewards accurate project-specific information, and it increasingly discourages generic assumptions. Default values, approximate specifications, or incomplete product information can all influence compliance outcomes. The message is simple. Better information supports better decisions. That's why accurate manufacturer information is becoming increasingly valuable. Verified thermal performance, reliable efficiency data, installation guidance, digital product information. Together, these help engineers build more accurate models and make more informed design decisions. Compliance isn't simply about satisfying software. It's about increasing confidence that buildings will perform as intended once they're occupied. That's good for designers, good for contractors, good for clients, and ultimately good for building users. There's one final area that deserves attention. It doesn't involve plant rooms or heat pumps, or even compliance software. Instead, it affects project programs, construction phasing, and whether a development can continue under its original assumptions. Let's look at the transitional arrangements. When the compliance software becomes this precise guesswork isn't just bad engineering, it's an incredibly expensive liability that can send a project right back to square one. But knowing the rules is only valuable if you know how to navigate the transition. In our fourth and final video of this series, we will look at the transitional arrangements, map out the critical legal deadlines, and provide a practical strategic roadmap your design team can implement right now to thrive under these regulations. Click through to the final part and to find out how to deliver compliance successfully.